How do you spot if someone is manipulating a stock you invest in? With small caps, manipulation of stocks can be quite common. One of the worst investments you can make is in a stock being actively manipulated by certain parties, groups, or promoters. The CEO.CA PRO tools allow you to spot various types of manipulation. Now, let's cover these different types of manipulation. The first one we'll go over is spotting icebergs. Icebergs is a selling or buying of a large amount of shares of a stock that's essentially split up into smaller orders that are hidden. If a particular shareholder is looking to dump a significant amount of shares, this causes the share price to depress and reduces the amount that individuals can sell their shares for. So instead of putting one large sell order, they're going to sell their shares in smaller chunks that are essentially hidden underneath one another and are only showcased once that order is filled. This is called iceberging. If you're looking to invest in shares that are being iceberged, you'll be buying shares that are much weaker than what they look like on the surface level. And if you're looking to sell shares, an iceberg could depress the price of the share, forcing you to sell even lower than what you could have achieved if you were aware of that iceberg. So, how do you spot iceberging? With CEO.CA PRO subscription, you can spot it in two ways. By looking at recent sell orders and seeing if an individual house keeps putting up ask of the similar number of shares for sale on a consistent and prolonged basis. Now let's look at this chart here. We've got the recent trades, and you can see that TD has a 30K iceberg, but they also have icebergs here. These are trades that were executed at different times before close. So 349, 348, 348, 223, 141. These are all trades by TD, and you can tell that this is an iceberg. So another way of spotting icebergs is if investors are buying shares, but the share price isn't going up. It's like the bid's at 4.5 cents, the ask is at 5.5 cents, and you keep filling the ask, but it just continuously replaces. So you're really stuck at the price level of 5 cents. Looking at the house positions tabs, you can see what type of buying is occurring by each different house. As you can see, TD here has done a lot of selling, and it looks pretty even, showcasing another iceberg. These are the types of way to identify icebergs, and with CEO.CA PRO, you're able to either identify whether you want to invest or not invest, and maybe break through that iceberg that you're seeing. Before we make a decision about investing, make sure to be aware of potential icebergs by utilizing CEO.CA PRO. Now, if you do notice an iceberg, you may either think twice about investing or decide to attempt to break through it. Another way to manipulate a stock is by stacking bids. Bid stacking is a strategy used to create artificial demand for a stock as a way to push the share price, stacking large orders that may not be real, or it may be due to prevent the selling algos from pushing the stock down. If you are aware that a stock is being stacked, you can either avoid it or catch the early rise of the stock. What usually happens in bid stacking is that investors look to generate hype for the stock, will put in multiple orders just below the current price of the share, and usually in a large dollar amount. As you can see here, we've got almost $750,000 of potential bid/buying between 31 to 33 cents. This sends out a signal that a share is in demand and people want to buy it. When the real investors are looking to invest in this stock, they're either forced to outbid those artificial orders, pushing the share price up overall. To spot stacking bids using CEO.CA PRO, you should look at the bid-ask chart to see if the buy order massively outweighs the sell orders. CEO.CA PRO is a great way to dig deeper and better analyze stocks to make those smarter decisions when it comes to protecting and finding investments. Make sure to check out our other videos as well.